Okay, today is Monday, October 6th, 2025, and we are going to talk about the Copper Canyons Endurance Run event that is coming up later this month. And we're just going to touch bases and answer any questions. This is an opportunity for you to talk with Michael and Kimberly and me and just fine tune our schedule and our plans. So my name is Luis Escobar. Let's real quick go around the room here and just pop in and introduce yourself. We'll start with how about Richard Roan? Can you unmute yourself and just say hello and actually how you pronounce your name and where you are?
That's right.
Drew, you're on mute.
Yeah.
Still on mute. How about Winnicky? Do you want to unmute and say hello?
Yeah, good morning. Uh, Mark Winnicky, coming to you from Oakview, California, near Ojai. Uh, Good to see everybody in the group and looking forward to making the trip.
And I
Thanks.
felt like it's gotten better, but or I've gotten better. Yeah. But
Okay.
it just, I don't know.
Mark, I'm going to mute you on
I'm
this end.
the same man, please.
Raul, can you pop in and say hello?
Hi, it's Raul Martin from Downey, California, and I'm ready to go. Flying out on the 18th. Uh, Rami and I are flying out together, so out of Tijuana. So looking forward to seeing everybody.
Beautiful. Fagundes, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. So Brian Fagundes, I'm in Hanford, California, and I get there on the Saturday, so I think the 18th, the same day that Lewis is flying in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Great. Um,
Nice to
Adrian,
meet
are
you.
you available? Can you hear us? I, yeah, there he is.
Sorry, not Adrian. I don't know how to change that name, but this is Harold Pacheco.
Yeah.
And where are you? What's going on with you, Harold?
I'm at work. I'm in Greeley, Colorado. Yeah, I missed the prompt. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're available to answer any questions. We'll go over scheduling and just my ideas about traveling in Mexico here in just a moment. All right, Drew. Now, how about now?
Are we unmuted?
You are unmuted, bud. You're good to go.
Excellent. And sorry, I confused things with my first name is Richard, and Drew is a nickname. So, and
What
I'm
what would you
pretty
like us
weak.
to call you?
Beg your pardon?
What would you like us to call you?
Drew.
Drew. Okay. All right. Michael Kimberly. Looks like you're in San Ysidro.
We are. Yeah, we it's gorgeous here. I think things are going to be it's going to be great. The weather is going to be awesome. Things are green, there's water everywhere. Sierra's nice this year. Really excited about that.
Excellent. How are you, Kimberly?
Doing good, doing good.
Okay, well, let's get right into this. What I'd like to do is just share with all of you my travel guide. This is nothing official. This is just based on my time traveling there. Michael and Kimberly might think it's excessive, and it probably is, but I think, most of the answers to most of the questions that you may have. I'm going to try to share my screen. You'd think I'd know how to do this by now. Probably should have had this figured out beforehand. Well, I sent you in the WhatsApp chat. There's a PDF there. Maybe you could open that up. Oh, I just clicked the button that says share. Maybe that's the way to do it. Mm, to change settings. I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to review this thing. Hopefully you have it opened in front of you. It's pretty basic, I think it's going to answer most of your questions. So I'm just going to go over this thing. Hopefully you have it open. And it's just my personal guide and my approach to traveling in northern Mexico from here, from the US to Chihuahua City into the Sierra Madre and back. This is nothing official. I'm not a travel guide. I've just done it a few times, and this is what I expect and how things look to me. And just my advice to you. So expect a rustic, authentic travel, cultural exchange with the people there, the traditional Tarahumara people. We are not going to Cancun or Puerto Vallarta. We're going um, into an authentic place. And things are slower, and we need to be flexible and able to adapt. We're going to have a schedule, but things tend to change, and so we just need to be prepared for just to be flexible and adaptable. Simple as that. Um, and what I said before too, the last time we met, the people that we're going to visit, they're not in the hospitality business, right? We're just going into their homes, into their communities. We are invited, but we're kind of like uninvited guests. So we just need to be prepared to adapt. And that's the main thing. Northern Mexico is rugged. It's authentic. It's real. Um, Technology and infrastructure might not be what we're used to. Again, things are a little bit slower. It's just, the people are very nice and welcoming and kind, and we should be the same in return to them. In my travel guide, I put my personal cell phone number there and my email address if you need to get a hold of me. Um, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, and I think it matches your schedules. I'll be arriving into Chihuahua City. The airport code is CUU. It's a clean, modern, well-functioning airport. There's no problems with the airport getting in and out. It's very, very simple. It's large enough that it's safe and it feels good. It's small enough that you can move around in there very quickly. This is what I do when I get there. And again, I'm not sure if this is the best way or the cheapest way, but this is the way that I've done it. As soon as I arrive at the airport, I go out the door after baggage claim. I go out the doors, and there's a bank of ATMs on the right. And I go there with my debit card and I withdraw a couple hundred dollars worth of pesos. So now I have my debit card. I have some American dollars on me, probably another couple hundred US dollars. And then I have about $200 in pesos in my pocket, plus my debit card. Then the next thing I do is right across from where the ATM machines are, there's a desk, a little kiosk. And this is going to be your first interaction with Mexican people. You're going to go up to that booth and hire a taxi. The taxi ride is going to cost between $10 and $20. And I think you can pay with your debit card, but now you have pesos, so you can hand the lady pesos. She might even take American dollars. I'm not sure. You're going to buy a taxi ride from the airport to the hotel. I would recommend writing down the address to the hotel on a piece of paper and then just sliding it across to the lady in the booth. Just say, this is where I'm going. And then she's going to ask for your money, and she's going to give you a little ticket that you're going to use to get into the taxi. She may even introduce you to the taxi cab driver, or she's going to tell you, go out the doors, make a right, stand in line. There'll be a line of taxi cabs there, and one of the drivers will come to you. You're going to show them the ticket. They're going to put your bags in the back trunk. You're going to get in, and off you go. The taxi might not be the taxi that you're used to here. It might be someone's personal car. Totally fine. You can get on Google Maps and you can see where you're going. They'll do the same. They'll know the hotel, and they will take you for about a 20-minute ride straight into the heart of Chihuahua City and drop you off right in front of the hotel, the Quality Inn San Francisco. You can tip the driver about 100 pesos, and that's about $6 US. So have 100 pesos ready. hand it to them when you get out of the cab. Uber, Nadia's checking in. Hold on. Uber works in Mexico. So if you have an Uber app, it will work just like it works in the US. However, Uber does not work from the airport to the hotel, but Uber works from the hotel to the airport. It's kind of important. So the only way to use public transportation from the hotel is a taxi. Am I saying all this correctly, Michael, Kimberly? I think they're frozen. Can all of you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. All right. So like I was saying, I get into the taxi and I get on Google Maps and I just follow along and make sure I'm going where I want to be going. I trust it. There's never been any problems. No one's ever had any problems getting from the hotel to from the airport to the hotel. Okay. Hopefully you have my little travel document open and you're following along. So these are the required documents that you're going to need to do this. You're going to need a valid US passport. I take my passport and my driver's license and I take a photo of it and I have it in my photos on my phone. But here's a pro tip, email it to yourself. Just in case, for some chance you lose everything. You have no passport, you have no phone. At least you can get to a computer and check your email and find a copy of your driver's license and your passport. So I do that no matter where I travel internationally. I always have those two documents emailed to myself. This is interesting, the FMM immigration form. Sometimes you see this form distributed on the airplane. Sometimes you see it when you arrive at the airport. Sometimes you don't see it at all. But just be prepared for this form. So the form is going to ask you for your passport number, your contact information, your flight number, your lodging address. So you could put the Quality Inn San Francisco, and the reason for travel. I always have a pen with me, and I'm prepared to fill out that form. Don't get too excited about the form. Again, I don't know why, but sometimes it's very much required. Other times it's not. Just be prepared. Any questions about the documents that you need to have or arriving at the airport? Okay.
Louis, I had a question. Some countries require like having a expiration date on your passport be like a certain amount of time in the future. Does that really come into play?
It has, and it's 6 months. So I guess we should have talked about this 6 months ago, but your passport should be, the expiration date should be farther than 6 months from travel.
Yeah, because mine isn't, and I had just tried to look up information about their requirements. It didn't seem like that Mexico like had that kind of strict interpretation, but
That I don't know, Brian. Michael, Kimberly, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think if you're coming in on a where you need a TIP and you're looking for a 6 month thing, I think that's more of an issue. I think you'll probably be okay normally if it's like, hey, I'm coming, I'm here for 10 days, that type of thing to the person. I think you're going to be fine. So the net is they could make it an issue the only place I've seen it an issue is if you're driving in, because then you get a 6 month temporary import permit and then they're more of an issue.
I'm in Paso Robles, California, and kind of out by the wineries, and I'm looking out the sliding glass door, and there's a coyote 100 yards from me hunting. It's kind of wild. He's out there looking for something.
Now, if you have a return flight information, that should get you through, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm pretty ignorant about opening up the PDF that you were talking about.
Can you get to the WhatsApp group?
I've just got all of you up on the screen. Do I?
Yeah, you can while we're on the screen, you can get to the WhatsApp group and click on it. Let me give it one more try to.
You're still in the picture there, and it's
Yeah, don't do it on your computer, do it on your phone, Drew. And then you'll have a PDF on your phone.
okay. I see the PDF now.
Just click on it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I am on my phone, and
And can you see the form?
well, it was there and then it went away.
Yeah, Lewis, you were sharing your screen, I think, for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let me go
that's
back
probably what
to
he
it.
was seeing.
I'm sorry. I use Zoom so much, but I never do screen share.
Okay.
So now, what do you guys see? Do you see my little form over here? No? Yes?
Yeah, we can see your screen share, Lewis.
Okay. Let me organize this.
You know, I don't want to hold up the meeting, and I will catch up on this. I mean, everything's recorded, and I will smart up, and I'll catch up with the form.
Yeah, no problem.
PDF,
No problem.
later.
Nope, let's keep going. About the hotel, no one's required to stay at this hotel. This is where I like to stay. There's many lodging options in the city of Chihuahua when you arrive. The reason it's here, the San Francisco Quality Inn, is because part of your travel package includes the first night in this hotel. And is that still correct, Michael Kimberly? Okay. So, and that starts on which day? On the 20th, is that right?
Yeah, that's Monday night, right?
Okay. So I'm going to arrive on the 18th and I'm going to stay at this hotel. So I'll be there the night of the 18th, 19th, and 20th. But you can stay anywhere that you find. But on the 20th, this is where we will all gather. I like this place because it's right in the center of the city. It's right near everything, all of the vendors and the restaurants and hotels and this beautiful cathedral and the museums and everything's right there. Everything that you want to see in Chihuahua City is within walking distance.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
only
go ahead.
I'd make a recommendation if you're a couple days and you wanted, there's an area called District Uno. It's got several hotels, a lot of great steak restaurants, everything walking out your door. It's a small little new kind of more upscale, but there's a couple hotels that aren't too costly and some good running and there's there's a what do they call the Rihone, Parque Rihone that you could Uber or get a taxi or whatever over to and run around. It's a great 5 miles. So if you wanted to see if you were coming a couple days early, um, I think somebody said along with Lewis, that could be an option too. But otherwise, what's nice about the cathedral, the quality in San Francisco is like Lewis said, you can walk everywhere in central area, no problem.
Here's just another interesting thing about this part of Chihuahua City. If you have any desire to purchase any kind of Western wear, man, oh man, boots, hats, jeans, shirts, belts, all of that stuff, this is the district for buying cowboy gear. So there's a lot of shopping, a lot of shopping. Some beautiful restaurants, and then some also street food. It's all right there. Technology and accessories. Again, this is just what I do. This is my experience. I can only speak to what works for me. I have Verizon, and I have the international plan, and it's covered in Mexico. So when I get to Mexico, I just use my phone, and it works as normal. There might be some daily limits, and I think it's a small fee to up that. I think it's $10. But anyway, I have the international plan and it works. This is what I bring. Obviously, charging cables, portable power banks, batteries to keep my phone charged. Ultimately, after a couple of days, you're not even going to know where your phone is, but this is the beginning part of phasing away from your phone. But this works for me. Verizon, and I bring all my cables. Um, uh, I don't speak Spanish, and so I use translator apps when necessary. I can hack my way through some simple conversations, but if something gets a little bit more complex and I want it to be correct, I will use an app. And most of the people that you interact with, certainly in the city, you can hand them your phone and they can write back to you, and you can just write back and forth to each other. Um, I don't know why I even tell you guys this, but I wear these Shocks headphones, and this is a good way for me to talk and um, listen to things. So that's my preference. Bring a headlamp and some batteries. Where we're going to be staying in the Sierra. It's very dark. There's no lights at San Ysidro, where the Millers are right now. Just navigating around from one house to another, or out to the dining rooms, or just moving around the property at night. It's dark, so you might want to have your headphones. I'm sorry, your headlamp or a flashlight. Also, I think it's a good idea to put a headlamp into your pack when you run, even though most of us are going to be finished well before dark. Who knows? So I would keep a headlamp with me at all time. They're small, inexpensive, and they don't take up a lot of space. So I would bring that. I have Apple AirTags on everything: my luggage, my passport, my keys, everything. And so if you're not familiar with AirTags, it's a good thing to have. All my cameras, everything, so I can see where my devices are at all times. Just a tip. Electrical outlets in Mexico, they're type A and B, just like we have at home. So you don't need any type of a converter. With that, they might not always work, but it'll fit. Is that correct, Michael, Kimberly? I think they're locked up again. Can you guys all still hear me? Yeah. Um, where they are, they have limited Wi-Fi, and it comes and goes. I think that they have Starlink now also, but it doesn't always work. They're in a very, very remote place, and that's where you're going. Money, I might suggest that you notify your bank before you travel and just let them know that you're going to Mexico, and um, just so that there's no questions or complications with your debit or credit cards. I use my debit card for withdrawals and large purchases. There will be ATM machines in Chihuahua City um, and Guatemoc, which is the last city that we're going to visit as we work our way out into the canyon. But once we get out there, don't count on having any kind of banking technology. I think that there is an ATM somewhere in Saracawi, but I don't know. Get all that stuff finished before we depart Guatemoc, and when we get there, I'll remind you. Uh, Luggage, travel light. You know the old saying, probably bring what after you're packed, unpack. Take half the amount of clothes and twice the amount of money. That's usually a pretty good formula for international travel. You're not going to need a lot of clothes. I try to keep all of my luggage with me. Certainly anything of value. You guys know this. If you're going to take a computer, I am not taking a laptop with me. I'm not taking a big camera. But I try to keep everything with me. And if possible, I try to check, I don't check my luggage. I try to keep it as small as possible and just carry it all with me. Again, I use AirTags on all of my bags. These are the things that are important to me, and it might be important to you. Clean water. We will mostly be drinking bottled water, and we will purchase water when we're together on the bus and on our way out to the canyon. We'll stop at a big grocery store, and you can buy bottled water. But I also carry a small Catadine water filter with me, just in case something happens and I don't have access to water. I have a small water filter in my pack at all times. Coffee is very important to me, and the coffee in Mexico in some places is not what I'm used to, and mostly dehydrated Sanka, Nescafe, stuff like that. So you get some hot water, put a couple spoonfuls of instant coffee, and that'll do. But I don't like that. So I bring my coffee kit, which I have a pour over set or a French press. I bring a small travel kettle, powdered creamer, and a tumbler, my coffee cup. I have a tradition when I travel in Mexico with a group like this. We'll have coffee every morning. I'll make myself available, coffee at my cabin. And so I bring a bag of coffee if you like, and to share with the group, but I'll have everything necessary to do French press every single morning. So we'll meet pretty early, like around 6:30 each morning for coffee, if you like to join me for coffee. If not, just be prepared. If you're a coffee person, come prepared to do your own or survive on instant coffee. Food and groceries. El Super is the primary store in Chihuahua City. El Super is a big supermarket with everything you need. There's a deli, there's a meat, there's produce, there's all the dry goods, there's everything that you're going to need is in the El Super. And there's some located walking distance from the hotel. And as we leave on Tuesday, as we're driving out towards the Sierra, we're all going to be together in a bus or vans. About an hour from the hotel, we're going to stop at a place called Guatemoc. It's a big market, and we're going to dedicate about 30 minutes to go into the market in Guatemoc, and there you can buy supplies, water, snacks, personal food, toiletries, everything that you might need is at that El Super. And they take a debit card and they take cash as well, but not American dollars. Some of the things that you think that you need that you're packing into your bag right now, you really don't need. You don't need to buy, I mean, you don't need to stuff a bunch of candy and Cliff Bars and that kind of emergency food. You can buy it all at the El Super, but you can't buy uh, good coffee. You can't buy Starbucks ground coffee or Pete's ground coffee. If you need things like wipes, buy them in Mexico. You don't need to carry it. That kind of stuff with you. Street food is common. Even where we're going to be going, there will be some street food options, and there you'll pay cash. I don't hesitate to eat off of the street food. I just want to, if it looks clean to me, I'll eat it. I do purchase emergency snack foods. I put in my notes here to bring it with me, but you don't need to bring it. You can purchase it at the El Super. This is important to me too, beer. And there's all sorts of varieties of beer, but Tecate is like the Coors or the Budweiser of Mexico. So you're going to find that all over the place. The red cans and the blue cans. So the red can is the full strength, and the blue can is like the light beer, and that's what I like to drink. And it's less than 4%, and it's very inexpensive, and it's all over the place. Usually buy some Tecate in Guatemoc at the El Super before we head into the canyons. Basic toiletries, bring or purchase there. I like travel wipes. Imodium, Advil, Benadryl, cold medicines, cough drops, prescription medications, a travel towel, and travel sandals. For clothing, this is what I normally pack: one pair of long pants, a pair of shorts, short sleeves, long sleeve shirt, a light windbreaker, my Patagonia Houdini, a light puffy, a vest, bandana, buff, knit cap, my trucker hats. Socks, underwear for each day. I bring some hiking boots, running shoes, and sandals. This is not necessary to bring, but I always bring it when I travel internationally, a small backpacking sleeping bag and a pillow. I don't know, just in case. We're going to be staying in a modern hotel in Chihuahua City, where we're going, where Michael and Kimberly are at the San Ysidro Lodge, there's beds, there's beautiful blankets, there's pillows, there's everything that you need is there. But I always bring it with me just in case something happens. Extra things, gifts. Gifts for the children that you're going to meet and gifts for some of the adults that you're going to meet. The kids are going to want candy, and you can buy candy and bring it, but bring school supplies, bring things that a school child might need or use. In fact, we will possibly we will visit a school, and so you might bring a backpack with school supplies, or you can purchase all of that at the El Super in Guatemoc on our way out. So
And Louis,
bring $20.
this time,
Go ahead.
this time we're also asking that if anyone wants to bring something musical for the kids too, we're just trying to maybe focus a little bit on that. Recorders, harmonicas, kazoos, anything of that nature. Or if they happen to have an old
An
instrument.
old flute, an old clarinet, violin, any instrument's cool. The kids, they got pianos, they got anything musical is like awesome for the schools. They share them and use it, and they play, and you get to listen to a Pascola. Be awesome.
Well, there you go. So maybe you have an old musical instrument that you can bring and donate, or you can purchase something. Um, Again, with the school supplies, and Michael Kimberly, maybe you can verify this or confirm this at El Super in Guatemoc or in
Yeah.
Chihuahua City. Does it make sense to buy a child's backpack, stuff it with school supplies, spend
That's
15,
that
20 US and bring it?
Yeah, definitely they have that kind of thing in Cuauhtemoc,
And Chihuahua.
or in Chihuahua as well, if you're walking around. So that's definitely better to get there versus travel with it. The only exception might be sidewalk chalk. I can't find any here. And if somebody wants to bring sidewalk chalk, the kids love just drawing and doodling on the cement outside the school with us when we're there. Hopscotch.
Perfect. It seems like in my travels there, socks are appreciated. You can buy a pack of socks at Walmart and put them in your pack and bring them, or you can purchase something there. The men like trucker hats, and I know most of us have some extra trucker hats around. Bring some of those. It seems like I've seen the adults appreciating flashlights, headlamps, batteries. So
And even good used shoes that maybe you are.
So they've locked up. You get the gist of it. If you have a pair of shoes, smaller sizes, you locked up, Kimberly. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, yeah, definitely smaller sizes. Lewis is right about that. Typically 9 and under, but it could be 10 and under.
Mhm. Um, that's kind of it. Those are my travel tips. Let's uh let's talk about it. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I just said? Does it make sense? Do you need more advice? How can I help? How can we help? Okay.
We locked up.
I locked up?
Yeah, well, we locked up.
Oh. I was just asking if they had any other questions or advice and like how can we support? How can we help make this good for them? They locked up again.
Hey, Louis, I
Go
did
ahead.
want to note that the document you shared with us is a little bit different than the version you're sharing right now.
Okay, yeah, I had written two, so I'll share this one as well. They're essentially the same thing.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same. This one just has a little bit more flourishes like coffee and beer.
Hmm. Important to me. Okay, so here's my Chihuahua schedule. I travel on the 18th. Let me get my calendar out. I think that's a Saturday, and I won't be there until late Saturday night. And I'll go straight to the hotel. So Sunday the 19th, I'll be at that hotel and available. Right, show of hands, how many are showing up on the 18th? Cool. Then we'll use the WhatsApp as our primary form of communication. So just we can follow each other's travel there. So what I usually do is like, hey, I'm getting on the plane. I'm in Santa Barbara. Uh, See you soon. And just let's just keep each other up to date as we get there. I think some of you are going to be arriving earlier than me. Others, I think Mark and Drew are on the same flights as me. So cool, we can travel in together. We'll get some sleep on the 18th. On the 19th, we can meet in the lobby. We'll fine tune all of this, but we could meet in the morning in the lobby and maybe go for a walk. We'll go right out into the city, take a cruise around, maybe find some breakfast, get some coffee, and just take a little walk around downtown. And then we can just spend the day together or separately. We can go for a short run around the city. Michael has shown me some run routes through there. We could hop in a taxi and go visit a Sotul distillery. That we can do whatever we want. That'll be our day on the 19th. The 20th, I believe that everyone else will be arriving. And on that day, we can all meet in the afternoon and as a group go for a no host dinner. I can set up a reservation at a restaurant and we can all take a walk. We can visit a bar. We can go to a nice restaurant, inexpensive but good, and just get to know each other. Get acquainted afternoon as a group. On the Tuesday, the 21st, we'll gather in the lobby early, and we'll get into buses and vans that Michael and Kimberly will arrange, and then we'll start our drive. So you want to have everything packed and ready to go Tuesday morning. Again, we'll meet in the lobby. We'll probably be in the lobby before they open for breakfast, but they do have a continental breakfast and coffee available. And if we'll make sure that they have something for us early in the morning on Tuesday, the 21st. Well, I won't go over the rest of the schedule details right now, but you can find it on the website, coppercanyonevents.com, I think it is. And again, with that calendar, I just want to remind all of you that schedule, everything is fluid. Everything is fluid. We've made reservations. We have our full intentions of doing all of the things that are on that list, and we might do that exact list. We might do more than what's on that list. We might make some changes to that list, but here's the thing. Sometimes we've organized these groups and people are really sticklers about that schedule, and you can't be like that. Everything is dynamic. I promise you're going to get a full experience, and that schedule is a good template, but it might not be exactly like that. Is that right, Michael, Kimberly? Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, I give you an example. We just had a giant event. UTMB was here in
One of the things that is on the schedule is a visit to this adventure park. And it's really cool. It's not really on brand with what we're doing, going into this authentic place. It's an adventure park, and it's where tourists come, and there's cool things to do there. And the real highlight, the real feature of this adventure park is this zip line, and it's gnarly. It's super, super fun. And if you've ever done a zip line or if you've never done a zip line, you want to get on this one. You want to do it. I think it's $50 US. It's not included in your travel package, but man, I'd suggest doing it. It's wild. It's super fun. The destination, when you get on the other side, there's this whole nother activity activation for you to see, and then you ride back on a tram. So it's a whole morning activity. It's not just a quick zip line. It is far and it is fast and it's an adventure. So I think I'm going to do it this year, and I would hope that you join me. But bring some bucks. I think it's 50 US. It's worth it.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
it's
think
less.
that'll be cash? You think, Lewis? Or
Yeah, I think they might take a debit card there, but tuck 50 US into your secret wallet and just have it ready. Um, you want to do this thing. It's a lot of fun. It's now the second longest zip line in the world. It used to be the longest, and it's so far. You're standing there and you see your buddy get harnessed up, and it's really exciting. And ready, set, go. They across the canyon, and it's so far away that you can't see him anymore. You can hear the cable humming, but you cannot see that guy. Your buddy is gone. It's crazy. You're gonna like it. I hope you do it. That's really all I have to share with you this morning. I think we're set. I assume that all of you have your travel plans. This would be what I'll do is I'll send all of you a survey that you can fill out with your travel plans, your flights, and just so that we all have it. And I'll have it all in one spot. So watch out for that. I'll just send you a link to a Google Doc, and it's really simple. Drew, you just click on it, and there's going to be a few questions. What's your name, phone number, just your contact information, and then your flight information, which I know, but just put it in this document, and then we'll all have it together. Also, if you have any dietary restrictions or requests, I'm not good at that. Kimberly is very good and appreciative and sympathetic to that. She eats a very clean diet, so she can help you, and she'll make sure that there's food that you're going to enjoy. That's it, guys. Just get ready. Raul, go for it.
I'm coming in on the 18th and obviously staying the 19th. Kimberly, do we let them know that we're part of a group, or will we need to change rooms if through the 20th?
There is a chance that
You're not on yet.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
there is a chance that you might need to change rooms.
Tell
But
them.
tell them, and so but do let them know, please. But there is a change. You may still have to change rooms.
Okay, thank you.
Raul, do you speak Spanish? Are you totally fluent?
Pretty much, yes. Sí hablo español.
Good, good. Yeah, and so Michael and Kimberly will have the rooms reserved for us for the night of the 20th, and I'll have that list. It is shared occupancy, so you'll have a roommate. And Raul, you're coming with your partner anyway, right? Your travel partner.
Yes.
So you'll be together in a room anyway. And Kimberly's right. Just let the people at the desk know that you're staying on, and we're departing on the 21st. And then, the return. This is very important. And I know we talked about this last time. We're coming back on the 27th. So we're going to run on the 26th. We're going to have a great time. We're going to do some stuff that you're not expecting. And we're going to go to sleep that night. We're going to wake up early on Monday, the 27th. We're going to be packed up and ready to go. We're going to get back into the travel vans and start the 7-hour drive back to Chihuahua City. So do not plan to depart on the 27th. So you're going to want to stay in Chihuahua City the night of the 27th and depart on the 28th or after. That night, the 27th, is also not included in your travel package. I believe that lunch that day is the 27th. Is that correct, Michael, Kimberly? Is what we've done in the past, Michael, if you recall. Well, we can talk about that later, but yeah. Let me back up. This is what we've normally done on the 27th. We get in the buses and the vans. We start the journey home or back to Chihuahua City. We'll stop again in Guatemoc. Like this is like after being 6 days in the canyon, now you're back at this grocery store. You run in there, grab something to eat, grab a drink, get back into the bus, and then to do the hour travel back into Chihuahua City. That night, the 27th, we can get together again for a no-host farewell dinner. We'll find a nice restaurant. We'll go out to eat together as a group. Not mandatory, not part of the deal, but it's what we normally do. So I'll go out to dinner somewhere nice and you're invited to join me. I again will stay at the Quality Inn. That's not included in your package that night, the 27th. Then early in the morning on the 28th, I'm flying out. So that's my schedule. Does that all sound correct, Michael Kimberly? Okay. Any questions?
Louis, for the hotel, is it best to make all those reservations ahead of time, or do they tend to fill up?
You can make a reservation online now for the night of the 27th, or you can do it when we arrive.
Yeah, because I haven't got a room for either end when I arrive or at the end, so I just wasn't sure if it tends to fill up or not.
Brian, you can make the reservation online, and this is my experience. I go to the hotel website, not to booking.com or Travelocity, but I go to the hotel website and book it, and it asks for your credit card, and you give it, and it seems like you just paid for the hotel, but you didn't. So when you arrive,
Exactly.
they're going to ask you for your card again. You're going to say, "Whoa, man, I paid for this," and you didn't.
Right.
But it feels like you do. So
Exactly right. Yeah, and if you have Choice Hotels, they're part of Choice Hotels. What do you call it?
group,
Membership loyalty program. Yeah, book through Choice Hotels. It'll do the same thing because you get a little cheaper prepaid rate. You select that, and it doesn't. You don't prepay, but you can still get the rate.
Cool,
yeah,
yeah, because it looks like the rates are the same no matter what the rooms are. So that's one of those things
Yeah,
where it's like, obviously, I don't mind sharing, but does it matter if I book a two bed or a one? You know, what I mean, that kind of thing. So
right,
want
right.
to have some options in case somebody else shows up needing a spot.
Yeah, yeah,
it does get a little confusing with this part because you're paying for your own room for one night or two nights prior, and then you're switching into this that your travel package is paid for. So it gets a little clunky, but it gets done. It will happen.
yeah.
I can't think of anything else to share with you at this point. If there's something that you would like to do as a group in Chihuahua City on the 19th and the 20th, let me know, or we can just put it into the group chat and we can make it happen. A tour of this Sotul distillery, even if you don't drink, it's interesting. It's part of the tradition and the heritage of the Chihuahua Desert, and this it's not tequila that they make, it's Sotul, and it's for this particular region, and it's an interesting process. And it's this place I've gone to. It's a beautiful, small, family-owned facility. These are real artists, and it's kind of cool. If anybody wants to do that tour, I'd be happy to help make that happen. If you want to visit the museums, visiting Pancho Villa's house is a great feature. It's a good activity. It's within walking distance, and you get to walk through some neighborhoods, and then visit this place. And I think it's good to give you a taste of Chihuahua City through the eyes of the revolution. Yeah, it's interesting. That's all I got. Anything else? Harold, you good? Drew, anything? All right. For guns. And Raul, totally good. Winnicky, I don't see you on my screen, but I guess you're still here. All good? Oh, now I see you. Nadia, any questions? Okay. Michael Kimberly?
Thanks, Louis.
Yeah, man.
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. All right. I think that ends this. We're finished with this live conversation, and we can continue through the WhatsApp. And again, I will send you a little survey, and it'll ask you about your travel, flight numbers, dietary restrictions, questions, suggestions. It'll all be there. Real simple. Maybe just 5 or 6 questions that you can answer quickly. Cool. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to this experience. Hey, Michael, Kimberly, are you going to be in Chihuahua, or is just me meeting him?
We're coming. I'm coming.
He's coming.
Awesome. Um, the only other thing I would say is, yeah, just bring something to share. Maybe bring something to share with the group, with us. We're going to call each other gringos. It's kind of an offensive reference, but we're the gringo group. Get used to it. Bring something maybe to share among ourselves, and then absolutely something to share with the people that we're going to be visiting. They're going to appreciate it. Don't bring anything that has San Francisco Giants or the San Diego Padres on it. Don't bring that stuff. All right, let's go. Let's go to Mexico. We'll see you guys.
Thank you, Louis.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now I just need to figure out how to turn this thing off.
Same here.
There we go. All right. Bye-bye.